stands out in your mind and will obviously always be in your mind and stand out? Give me some thoughts on that, Felicia.
Okay, well, I just want to say that I was really not looking forward to staying with the family. I was really not. That's the whole reason why I picked that trip last summer to Greece, because I knew we would stay in hotels. I didn't want to stay in a hostel. I didn't want to stay at somebody's house because I just didn't want to be like a bother or anything. And so when we met them, and it was just like this, I was shy, like I was first day of school or something like that. And then they were so welcoming, you know, and I didn't know we was going to leave with them right away. like they were like, okay, you guys, let's go. I'm like, I don't know you. Like, where we going? I'm like, bye, Lindsay. I'll see you later. Giving her hugs and stuff. And so when we got there, and it was so comfortable, like they really welcomed me, and we were just sitting there talking until dinner was ready, and then we ate. It was just so good. And I mean, I really enjoyed Brussels because I feel more comfortable here with the whole money system and everything, but I really had a good time in Denmark, and I was not expecting that, so I was happy about that. Stood out in my mind.
The highlight that I had was when we went to the restaurant with the Iranians, and it was really touching because in America, we think that we have so many struggles, and we think that we're really going through a recession, and you think that don't nobody's story get worse than yours, and here we are sitting here listening to somebody else's stories that you're like, wow. You know, it was just really touching because of what they went through, and you just never know the other person's story, especially of what they're going through as far as their country, and them fighting and trying to get smuggled into another country, you know, and it just makes us be more thankful of where we at, and you know what we are. I mean, really compared to their story in America, we have nothing on them. You know, it's like, you know, we have it really good. You know, we really don't even need to call it a recession. You know,
Right.
You know, you just have to really look at it sometimes. You know, yeah, we have our downfalls, but you know, after all, we still have, you know, food to eat. These people was eating leaves. You know, we have food to eat. You know, we have all kind of resources where where they give commodity and stuff like that to the people in need. You know, so it makes you really think and be more thankful of what we have.
It's a huge connection globally to really understand the problems of the world. Just like Miko, when they talked about the prostitute trafficking and everything that takes place. We get so sheltered sometimes in our wonderful safe world in the United States, and it seems so far away when you hear little bleeps and bits about things, unless you've ever been abroad and you've actually experienced it firsthand. Now, it'll always touch your life. You will be listening to BBC and world news, and when you hear things like that, they're really going to make a difference to you. I mean, you're going to have that feeling inside of understanding because you've been there and heard it firsthand and taken part in somebody else's, you know, explanation of it, and it makes it more real to you. You know, it's very difficult. So my question is, how many of you want to go back overseas again? So how many of you got sort of comfortable, how many of you got comfortable with the money system? I know I heard Felicia say that, you know, when we got back to Brussels, I felt a little better because I understood the money system, you know, at first. And it's amazing. After just a week or 8 days, you all of a sudden become comfortable. Did you get to a point where when you spent euro, were you thinking of it as just euro, or were you actually in your mind saying, this is still X amount of dollars?
No, I was always comparing it to, I was always looking at it saying euros, and this saying, I'm always in my head like, okay, this say 5 euros. I think I'm paying about $7. So it's like,
see, that's great though, you know, because you're computing that mathematics in your head. And if we sat over there in the United States and I tried to explain that to you, until it's real and you're paying it, you're not going to feel it.
Yeah.
But you guys were amazing at how fast you got by the end of the week at converting those figures over. It was pretty quick.